Welcome, FlossTube. We're the Kitchen Stitchers, -1.
I'm Arlene.
I'm Crystal.
And I'm Lisa, but I'm not here.
Lisa was not able to join us today. She is, she's got a lot of stuff going on right now with all of the
Good
holiday.
stuff. All good stuff.
Oh my gosh, families
Yeah,
and shopping and all of her wonderful stuff. So
we
we're
just had
excited.
lunch, so we were glad to see her and we exchanged gifts. So it was good.
Oh, it was so good.
But she's busy.
She is. So
yes, and it's still December. That's
Yay.
what I finished up this summer.
Noel, that is so pretty.
And I also wanted to show, this was one of my favorite finishes from 2004. And that came from the Cross Stitch magazine back then in 2004. So
It almost looks like your fabric is quilted.
yeah,
and
it does. But it's just the candy cane.
I know,
so
it's just the candy cane.
that was one of my favorites. So.
That is so good.
Yeah, I don't know if Jan finished that way back when, but it was through Barb's shop, Barbara's shop.
I have no idea. Whew, what a whirlwind. Whew, today is what is today?
29th? 29th.
29th of December. Oh boy, I don't know about your Christmas, but mine was amazing. All of the kids, all the grandkids, all of the our children plus their spouses minus Elisa and Kevin, because they went to Florida with Kevin's family and spent Christmas because they try to alternate. So they are going to be arriving the 31st, and I'll tell you later what all is going on there too.
Good news.
But oh yeah, it was just so much. I mean, it was so wonderful because we now have 11 grandchildren. And all of the grandchildren were there, and all of the adult children who claim the grandchildren were there, and Christmas everywhere, and all the kids are 10 and younger, so it was very festive,
yes,
i.e. loud.
Yes.
I mean, oh my gosh. And then there was a special Christmas thing, so we put all the presents around the tree, and then what we do is we take them out and we put everybody's piles in front of them. All the kids have to sit down, and we put all their piles in front of them, and then the adults are sitting close to their family, and so we give everybody Christmas. And so after I had passed out all the presents, and before we were getting ready to open them, one of my sons said, "Hey, there's a Christmas ornament on the tree for you." And I'm like, okay. Now you got to understand, we're at Christopher and Whitney's house, so this is not my tree. And there's her tree, which is gorgeous. She'll talk about that later. She got the lights fixed again.
Yeah.
So anyway, I start looking on this tree for an ornament, and all of a sudden I look up and I see a pregnancy test. And it's a positive pregnancy test with this ribbon, and it's up on the tree. And immediately I look.
First of all, ew. But you know,
I'm sure they cleaned it. Probably not. But I looked to Andrew and Emily first, which Andrew is our fourth child, third son, and they've been married for 2 years now. And so you're thinking 2 years. Oh wow! And they're both going. And Emily's going, what? What are we talking about? And I'm like, okay, it's definitely not Andrew and Emily. And then I looked to Sarah and Jason, and they have 2 children, and Maddie.
They said they were done.
And they did say they were done, but they said,
never know.
Well, they said that they were pretty sure they were done. Jason doesn't want to be done, but Sarah was like, we're done. So the door has not closed completely yet. And so when I looked at them, because I thought, oh, maybe they are. And they're going, and Sarah's like, no. And I knew it wasn't Christopher and Whitney, the one with the 6, and they just adopted Jaden because Christopher
can't
anymore.
Yes.
Yeah. So I whipped my head over to Holly and Mike.
Her youngest.
My youngest.
Who have 3.
At 3 and under. 3 and under.
3 and under. Okay.
Yeah. Because Penelope and Calvin were Irish twins, and she told me they were going to have one more. And they said that they were going to probably start in January. That's why I didn't immediately go to them. And so I whip around, and Mike is going, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that is so exciting. But I thought you were going to start in January. And Mike's like, I sneezed.
Pretty much. This girl does not understand. She takes after her mother.
Literally. And it was just so much fun because Holly was like, I didn't think, I could at this point because I was tracking my cycles and blah, blah, blah. I know it's probably too much information.
Yes.
But they got pregnant.
John could look at you and you would get pregnant.
Oh my gosh.
That's the way Holly is.
Yes.
So it wouldn't be surprising if it was a sneeze.
I know. So Elisa, because Holly and Elisa are sisters. They're our two daughters. And I feel like my other daughter-in-laws are like daughters. They're just the sweetest, and I love them so much. But so Elisa is delivering in March, April. Holly will be delivering in August sometime. And so we're going to have 2 more in 2019. That will take us to 13 grandchildren. And Andrew and Emily haven't even started. Whew. I know.
I hope to someday have 1.
Yes, I know.
Yes.
I know.
My Christmas was nowhere near as exciting. We're very small, so I just have Claire.
Oh,
and she
okay.
had her boyfriend, and his mom and dad came over. So we played games, which for me, that was a blast. Learned a new game called Sequence, which apparently is a game that's been around a while.
Okay.
So we get together for New Year's, Lisa and Crystal and our other halves, and we play a game into midnight, which is what lets us stay up.
So we're
She's
gonna
a
get
night owl, but lets me stay up.
I could play until 2 or 3 in the morning.
But my mom came over and she spent the night, which was really nice. She really made my Christmas, and David did too. So yeah, it was really nice to have her around, and she spent the night. And actually that night, Christmas Eve, we watched the Christmas Carol that she likes, the one with George C. Scott in it. And then we went to
I like that one
midnight
too.
mass.
That's my favorite.
And then we came home and we watched another movie. I stayed up until 2:30 in the morning with her. She is such a night owl. It is not. But I couldn't get to sleep. So it was 4 o'clock, actually was rounding 5 after 5 before I think I finally fell asleep. And then I got up at 10. So, that's all right. It was a good day.
That is
I wasn't
crazy
tired at
for
all.
you.
So I don't know what's going on.
I was up all night because we do Christmas Eve, or we do Christmas on Christmas Eve. So I was up that night before wrapping presents. And of course, every year I go crazy with the grandkids. And I always say I'm going to scale it back. Well, I am going to scale it back. But because at some point I'm not going to be able to afford $10.
13 plus. Holy cow.
I know. It was pretty awesome. And she probably is going to say no, but I would love to hear that. Did you guys, she makes Christmas cookies every year. And it's like a big deal. She bakes these cookies ahead of time and just beautifully decorates all of these cookies.
I can't show you because that's what's supporting the...
But what's fun is to be invited to this cookie
You're not
decorating.
gonna make me tell.
Yes, I am going to make you tell. You don't have to mention who or anything, but I didn't do it this year because when I was invited, we had some of the most gorgeous decorated, because I love to paint and decorate.
So Claire, my daughter, we always do the cookies, and we've done this since she was really, really little. And we actually put a lot of, they're pretty. They're not just slapped
beautiful.
on, there's icing and sugar, and we use toothpicks to make details.
These gorgeous
Santa has
designs.
little cheeks, and he's got swirls in his beard, and little holly in his hat, and so they're pretty. And I realize not everybody does that, and I'm really okay with that. But so she decided to bring some friends over, and
Her boyfriend and his parents. I'll tell.
okay, so I knew her boyfriend was not going to be able to do this because he's colorblind. So I was all prepared for that. It was going to be all right. But I was really kind of excited because her dad is an artist, and his mom, she sews and, not stitching.
She's crafty.
But she's very crafty. And so I thought, well, they'll have a good sense of color, and we might have some really cool Christmas cookies. Oh my gosh. They were ugly. They were just like blobs of yellow and blue, and then with, I hope they don't watch this video. I'm really sorry.
They will never.
And like sprinkled purple in the middle, and it looked like something evil was exploding out of the gingerbread. I had to eat these first. I couldn't give these away. They were so bad. It was bad. It was bad.
What I would have loved to have been was a fly on the wall watching Arlene's face.
Okay.
Just during this
I'm
time.
going to pick this up. Pull that out.
Okay.
I'm going to hold this up. Open up the top.
Okay.
Okay, I kept the one with the evil coming out of the chest.
Gosh. How do you open
Just
this
you
thing?
just pull up the top. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. All right. Okay. It looks actually not too bad here.
No, it does. Look at the face. It looks just evil.
It looks actually kind of purple, but when you look at it in the light, okay, now I'm going to compare that to Santa Claus and his reindeer.
Or this amazing wreath cookie.
Okay.
Or look at this glove.
Here's Santa Claus. I mean, he looks a little goofy, but you know, there's Santa Claus. Here's his reindeer. They're looking kind of old now, but you kind of get the idea that they're...
And look at this little bell.
I mean, they don't look... I mean, they're not pieces of art.
But
they're not evil gingerbread.
I mean, look at the string of colored lights on this one.
Okay, Claire may have done that one.
It looks great. I mean, but still.
Yeah.
I mean, you see...
But they taste good. They taste good. Oh, I really
dying.
hope Claire doesn't watch this, honey. I'm sorry.
She doesn't know. I know she does.
Yeah, that was... So I've decided next year I'm going to invite some girlfriends with Claire, and we're going to make this a girl thing. And I don't really care if they're good or bad, but oh my gosh.
At least try to make them pretty.
Yeah.
You don't realize when she was telling me this story, I was dying because I know what goes into these cookies and how long they've been doing them. And she gives these away as gifts and everything. Nope.
Not this year. But I have to tell you, one of the exciting things, so the tree behind me, the white lights are pre-lit, the color I put on. And I was really bummed. We've had this tree since 2004, so it's getting up there now. But we opened it up this year and one strand of lights was out, so I kind of pushed that to the back thinking, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to replace this tree because the way they have the lights on,
Yeah.
it's just like kind of wired into it. Well, then I found this thing through Amazon and it took me 2 seconds and it fixed the light. I was so
Wow.
excited. And I had a little tree over there that was an ornament or like a big decoration on a table that wouldn't light up. 2 seconds. You stick the light bulb, you take a light bulb out of one, you stick the end of it in here, and you press it like a gun, and boom, they come back on. It was awesome.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it doesn't work with LED. It's the way the incandescent
I
lights
have
are together.
the
But-
LED.
But
on
oh my gosh, this was so worth 20
Wow.
bucks. It
That's
was
awesome.
So awesome.
That
Oh,
is good.
Yeah, I'm so excited. So yeah. So that was Christmas.
Yeah.
Christmas. My Christmas was spent stitching. My days off stitching and reading. I love to read.
You know, I have been trying to read a little bit more because I did read that Christmas book. That was my before I went to bed. I would
That's
read
what
it,
I do
but yeah,
before I go to bed.
because
When my eyes start going together, then I can turn off and go right to sleep.
yeah, because I like to stitch at night.
Yeah, me
but
too.
we've been so crazy busy and going to Christmas parties and get-togethers. I've worked extra hours so that to pay a little bit more for the budgeting of Christmas.
I owe. It's off to work. I go.
Yeah, job security.
Thank goodness for jobs. Thank you, Lord.
Yeah, but I did, if we want to move to WIPS, I did actually, I did actually work on my one over Lizzie Kate.
That's so. I love this.
Oh my
one
gosh.
over.
And
And look at your little.
okay, I am
Hold on.
showing this because this is a lifesaver. So it's a little
Where'd
stand
you find that?
at Keepsakes.
Oh really?
Steph shared on hers, and I saw it, and I'm like, I always frame in a Q-snap, and this fits perfectly, and my
Don't show the
oh
pattern.
my pattern is right here, and so I'm able to look at it and stitch rather than keep pulling up the paper and everything. And someone else had made a comment on Steph's about, well, what about a big one? I just folded it up, the big one, folded it, and worked on the section I was putting it in, because this snaps and you can put this anywhere. And so I just folded it up and then put it here. So this, and it's so inexpensive. I mean, it just looks like that. It's so inexpensive. I think it was $6. And we do sell them at I know,
I wish it was we.
you know, Keepsakes sells them there, but I'm sure you can get them, you know, anywhere else. But I just wanted to show you guys, I am doing the stuff I asked her for when she was finished with this. I am doing the Lizzie Kate. Now, I showed you guys last week how 2 over 2 was just going to be bigger than what I wanted it for because I wanted it for an ornament. Yeah. And so what I decided to do was do the whole thing on 1 over 1.
That's so
I cannot
cute.
tell you guys
So cute.
how excited I am for this.
So if you look at finger, I mean, it's not really that big.
No, it's not big at all. And then this way,
good.
we can do the ornament part around it, and it can be a regular sized ornament. And I did change the color of where it was changed into this color of the green. I did make that a little bit brighter. And honestly, I know his little hat bulb, his little hat is supposed to be green here.
Oh, you're going to do white?
I'm going to do white. Yeah. I'm going to make it, you know, more of that.
You should do the turkey loops and cut it off so it looks like a pom-pom. I can show you
Good
how to do
idea. That would be great. But I'm having so much fun with him, and I haven't had a lot of time to stitch, as you can tell. It's not that much further along than the last time, but he's going to be adorable, and I'll have him finished before Stitch Away so that I can work on my Glenmore Place.
Oh, I can't wait to see the mandala.
The snowman and the mandala, because those are the two things that I'm going to be bringing and doing there. So, oh gosh,
I don't
so
know why
excited.
this dog wanted to be in the middle of all this. She's never
She
been
was
this
actually
calm.
whimpering.
I
She was
know.
whimpering under the
This is
table to get
Ruby.
up here.
Say hi, Ruby. You say hi. Hi, Ruby. Yes.
That's David's dog.
Yes, that is David's dog. Okay.
So do you have
want to
any?
get down.
Gosh.
Okay.
Do you have any? I know you have some whips that you're
Okay,
working on.
so I've been working on 2 since I finished my little Christmas ornamenty things. I've got. Okay, you've got to go down. I know you don't want to go down, but you get to go down.
David's probably got his door closed.
Yeah.
And she's
Probably.
needing attention.
Okay, so I have this Nora Corbett that I'm working on.
Yes, I love
So I
that.
wanted to get this started for Stitch Away. So that's the progress that I made so far. Not so bad.
That's beautiful.
And at the same time, I have, I put out the Tall Guys seasonally. David said the other day, those are my favorite. I'm like, oh, that's nice that he
that
likes
is
it.
sweet.
Yeah. And so this was a new one that I had found. It's not new. It's been published since the 90s. But it made me think of you, actually, because they look
Oh my
like
gosh.
sunflowers.
And I just said to her, I haven't done Tall Guys because that was her thing. And I've got so many things to stitch. As soon as I saw this with the sunflowers and the baskets and the fall and everything, I was just like,
So,
oh my gosh, I
that's it
have
so
to
far.
stitch this.
So good.
I love it.
Yeah, I like it. I'm
I
just getting
really
into a
like
place
it.
where I can stitch without thinking it's Stitch Away. So if I want to do something mindless,
You can
I
fill
do
it
that.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that you can talk and actually enjoy yourself too with other people.
So those have been the 2 little things I've been working on since Christmas.
Gosh. Do you have any FFOs?
No.
But I know you have FFOs.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. Okay. So one was
Beautiful.
One was my January Tall Guys reframe. So I had wanted it
Look,
to be
wait till
like
you
the
see this.
snow theme, and so she reframed it for me.
Oh.
And it's so cute. I love that she did that with the dots for the fabric. It's perfect. Absolutely
is.
perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Oh.
So I'm very
So
excited.
have you, with this fall, will you have had all of your Tall Guys with all of your seasons done?
No. Well, I don't. So I'm thinking that's going to be more like August.
Yeah.
I have January, February, March.
Oh my God.
I have Easter, so that's usually April.
So they're a monthly thing. They're not a seasonal.
Oh, no,
Oh
yeah,
my
yeah.
gosh.
Well,
I
but
didn't
you
know
think
there were that
January
many.
is snow, February is Valentine's,
Right.
March is St. Patrick's
It's
Day
true.
that I made, April is Easter. I don't think I have May. Then I created May might be. Yeah, I don't know if I did the spring one that you took that I didn't like. But I think I redid that for July.
Oh yeah, how you redid
So
it was beautiful.
Flag Day through June, and then this will be August into September. Then I have a September autumn one, and then I have an October, and then the autumn goes back up for November because they don't have like a pilgrimy kind of thing, and then I have December.
Wow.
So, and they have 2 Decembers, but
You didn't like the other one.
the other one's okay. I really like the one that I did. So it's a little less formal. It's more like country Christmas kind of
Okay.
event. So
What other FFOs do you have?
yeah, so exciting.
Show the heart next. Show the last one, the beautiful. Oh my gosh.
So I had two it was one of those things where I came in to pick up my January reframe. Ouch, I just broke a nail. And they said, well, would you like to pick up your other things? And I'm like, yeah, I don't remember. Sure, I'll pick up my other whatever it is. And so I think I put all these things in January last year.
You must have, because you completely forgot about them.
It was for the Super Bowl, I think.
Oh, that's right, the 20% off.
No, this was before they stopped collecting for framing. So it would have been April or May.
Okay.
So
yeah, we had to have it all in by May 1st.
Yeah. So this was the shepherd's bush. And the thing that was funny about this is that Pam of Just Keep Stitching was there. And she says, well, you have to show it. So I pulled it out and she went, oh, who painted on the mat? Did you do that? I'm like, yeah, I wish I did, but no, Barbara did, the one who framed it.
Yes,
and
it's
she
beautiful.
Said, I didn't know Barbara did that. I'm like, well, yeah, she's done that.
That
for me
almost
a lot.
looks like a watercolor,
Yeah.
like how she's painted it.
I really
It's
think that's pretty.
beautiful.
So I'll put this up on my one wall for Valentine's Day. So I really didn't.
Here
have
comes my
Valentine's Day.
favorite one
It's
that
my-
Barbara did.
It's my favorite too. Wow. So this will be Easter, and I love the frame, and I love the way that she did the framing.
And the cutouts are, I mean, not only did she paint them, but then she cut them out. And oh my
It's perfect.
gosh.
It is absolutely perfect.
Oh.
And I love the frame even. It looks kind of greenish there, but it's kind of
And you said that's your
gold.
April one?
That will be Easter.
You know, you have a
Spring.
friend whose birthday's in April.
I know, isn't that nice? I'll give you the pattern.
There's no way.
Yeah, so that
That was beautiful.
I love
mean,
shepherd's bush, so that was
But
really,
what Barbara
really fun.
did to it
Oh, she's
just
perfect.
it just made it literally a work
Which is
of
what
art.
breaks my heart about her not framing anymore.
Hey, but if you bring a frame to her, she will still matte, paint, and do the other
I would
stuff.
think I'd have to start with the mats to know the size of the frame.
And that's
So
not a bad
I-
idea.
Especially
Work with her.
Since she's done all my tall guys, I'm going to take that to her, let her create the mats, and then
Maybe take
go
it to get it
to
framed.
get framed from there.
Yes. Beautiful idea. That's a great idea.
So
I know, because I've been looking for just various frames for projects that I'm doing and have in mind, and I haven't found any, just the framing part or a picture that was an inexpensive print in an awesome frame.
well, see, that's the thing. I think
Yeah.
when you're looking for like stuff like this, something
Yeah,
that's not
we can
extraordinary.
do that.
Yeah, we can do that kind of stuff. But to do the really extraordinary, like this Jill or the Nora Corbett, when that gets done, I want that done really well.
Yes.
But I'm not like at a place to be able to pay for Jill Rensel.
Yeah.
You know.
No,
It's
but
all right.
I'll tell you, her framing and matting is a work of art too.
Phenomenal, yeah.
I mean, but
It is a
what
work of
what
art.
Barbara just did with yours
Oh,
is
yeah.
equally as nice as what I've seen Jill's
Well,
stuff.
it
However,
it
Jill's
reminds
is
me
just
of
gorgeous.
what Shepherd's Bush does.
I
when
may
they do
actually
their
have
events.
Jill do my sunflower mandala, because
Oh, yeah.
that's with all of the silks, and it's just going to be gorgeous. And I mean, I will pay for the extra to send it probably
It may be
to
one
her.
of those things that if when I get the money together for the Santa sleigh, because that's a special one too. So
Yeah, I know we're going to have to save our pennies for that.
yeah,
Any penny that we find on the ground, I'm picking up.
yeah.
I mean, I just am.
Lottery tickets.
I mean, anything, anything.
So you have some stash?
I have some haul.
Oh, I don't know the difference.
I just bought it.
Okay.
This didn't come out of my stash that
okay.
that I'm gonna have at home.
I don't speak Stitch.
Okay, here's the thing.
Acronyms.
I have
too many other acronyms.
I
names
have
to
so
do.
much in my stash
Oh.
that if I lived 4 lifetimes, I probably would not be able to stitch them all. So why am I buying all this new stuff? However,
I can't speak.
I will stay. I do buy them discounted that somebody else has stitched or had a duplicate on Stash Unloading, and I get them. I mean, like $3 and stuff
Oh,
like
that's
that.
nice, yeah.
Yes, but still, when am I going to have time to finish all of these? Hello? And I know that other women are in the same boat going, if I live to be 100 years old, I won't be able to stitch everything. If I don't buy another thing, I wouldn't be able to stitch it. And I'm like, what the heck? What am I doing. But
Well,
I just
I
gotta
think
have it.
All of us who are really, really big Stitch fans are in the same boat.
I know.
It's just so cute.
So I'm going to show you guys some of the things that I had just gotten. And once you see them, you're going to be like, oh, that's so Crystal. Okay, this is a Lizzie.
Beehive.
I know. This is a Lizzie Kate. It's Plant Kindness, Reap Love. I mean, hello. Not only
definitely
is it Plant Kindness, Reap Love, which is me.
Beehive.
It is beehives and
Gardening.
gardening. I mean, guys, I love it. Love it. And then,
That's very cute.
isn't this, it's the
Super
Lizzie Kate's Hats Off to Halloween 2. And oh my gosh, so nice. I haven't threaded, haven't
Pam was
kitted up
stitching
any.
something Halloween when I was up there on Friday, and she showed it to me. I don't think it was Plum Street, but it was Halloween, and it was way cuter than what the picture looked like. And I think that's going to be the same thing with
Yes. Well, and I bet you, I watched Pam and Steph on
switched
Just
up the
Keep
orange a little
Stitching.
bit, so it was a little brighter, and I think
Yeah.
that made all the difference.
She did the wheel, and if you guys don't watch Just Keep Stitching, I don't know who you are, because I can't imagine anybody who's in stitching not know about Pam and Steph. But she spun the wheel, and what she does is she has these wheels, and she spins them, and that's the whip that she will
Oh, yeah.
work on for that week. I'm not that sophisticated, and I don't work I don't have like tons of whips.
Yeah.
So
I actually having two really big ones started at the same time is unusual for me, and it's only because we're coming up on Stitch Away.
I know, so true.
Stitch Away makes January worthwhile.
Yeah. So back to my Lizzie Kate's. Okay, so this is Lizzie Kate's, and it's called Angel Works. It says an angel's works is never done. An angel's work is
Wait a
never
minute.
done.
For Lisa, we should look at it this way: an angel's work is never done.
Yeah, it's so true. And this is what it looks like. And I just thought that was cute. I just really liked it. Even though I don't collect angels or anything like that, I just really liked it. But this one I really did love. It says, let there be peace. It's a Lizzie Kate's patriotic. It says, let there be peace on earth. And, well, no, it's a Christmas. Let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me.
Kind of patriotic.
I know, but it's in the red, white, and blue type of things, but I'm going to actually stitch it in more of the Christmas colors. I'll probably do a 1/1 on this one too, so I can make that an ornament.
You could make
also.
peace in gold.
I
That'd
could.
be pretty.
I could do it in the Krynic.
Yeah.
I could.
You could add one strand of the what do they call that when you mix it with the cotton thread? So you have the cotton and the
I could
shiny
do
with
that.
it.
And then this is hands-on design. And I've seen so many people on Instagram do it. I've seen the.
This is definitely cute.
I know, and I mean, I think a bunch of girls did a stitch along with this, and I'm never cool enough to catch in on the stitch alongs.
You are always cool. What do you mean? You make it cool, whatever you do.
Okay, I'm usually a year behind or whatever. But I saw them all do this, and I just loved the way Christina's was just absolutely gorgeous. So I had to get in on it, and when I saw it on Stash Unloading for basically nothing, I was just like, oh yeah, I'll do that, and then I'll finish.
I've really gotten into hands-on design lately. I love their stuff. I really do.
Yeah, they're really, really nice. And then I was just browsing Stash Unload, and I think this was like for $1, and it's so old, but I absolutely love it for a Halloween that I'm going to actually make. Oh, look at that one.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, this one. And look on the back. I might actually see if somebody has that one that might be willing to part with it.
Easter.
I love the Easter eggs on this
those are
too.
cute.
I just got this in the mail not long ago, so I'd love the Halloween part.
What's
But
Leisure
ooh,
Arts? Is it Leisure Arts?
I'm gonna have to look that up. If anybody knows anybody that's got this one in, no,
Gail
it's
Busey?
yeah, Gail Busey. It's Stitchers by Gail Busey, and it's Sample the Seasons collection.
Wait a minute, it might be in there.
Wait a minute. Hold, please. No.
No.
No. But if any.
Oh, yes.
Oh, it is in there! Yay! I'm gonna stitch it. I'm gonna stitch it. And then this one,
I love
I've been,
that.
yeah.
Love
It's
that.
called The Three Wise Men by Stony Creek.
I love Stony Creek.
I do love Stony Creek. So this will probably be a big one next year that I will start after Christmas because I've got so many other ones that I'm already working on at Christmas. So this might be Stitch Away's 2020.
That's usually where I start the big ones because it gets
And
me
then
started. That's what
if
those are.
we flipped the camera,
It's a mess.
we're not going to
Okay.
show you because it's the holidays, people. Or maybe we should show you, and that way you'll get into seeing that Arlene is not as perfect as
I
everybody
am
thinks she
far
is.
from perfect. Okay. Showed you real quick. Ignore the mess. That's enough.
So she did hers individually. I'm going to do mine on one, like the way they've got it here. So she did hers really, really well. And so that is my patterns haul or my charts haul.
Okay.
Now,
Oh,
hold please.
okay. Holding.
You thought I was done.
Of course. She
Oh,
wasn't
ye
done.
of little faith. So, Kay Kern, you know, guys, everybody who's ever watched me knows that I love Kay Kern's project bags. What happened? Okay, our light went.
Yeah, I changed the light because it looked weird. Go ahead.
Well, it's
going.
dark when you reach over like that. There we go. She had her project bags on sale. Already, they're like ridiculously low prices. They're $23. Her highest one is $25. So she had a 20% off sale, and I went on and I got 2 more. I probably have one for every single WIP I've ever started. So this is the one. I love the coffee cups. So it's this
Kind of
one.
looks like candy cane coffee cups.
Oh, I love them. Love them. So that is just for regular ones that aren't like seasonally, because of course I've got the seasonally ones. And then this one is more of a fall type of beautiful. I've been enjoying my birds out in the backyard, the ones that stay, and feeding them religiously so that they stay in my yard so that I can drink my coffee and watch them. And so when I saw this on her, I thought, oh, I'm gonna get it. However, it doesn't have cardinals on here, but it has the beautiful little chickadees on here, and I
Well,
love
if it had
them.
cardinals on there, it'd scare all the other birds away.
I know, because sometimes those cardinals can be very
aggressive.
possessive. They're territorial.
Yep.
So, you got any haul?
Well, I think I've had this for a little while, but it's pre-kitted, and that's what I love about this Bent Creek stuff is they're a quick stitch, so it comes with all of the threads and the fabric. So since we're
I like
rounding
it.
the corner to St. Patty's Day,
true.
that, and then this is the next one I'm going to start, which is March.
Mm,
And,
very nice.
If you know me at all, you know my mother is 100% Irish, and so St. Patty's Day is a big celebration. I grew up more with the Scottish side of us, so bagpiping and dancing, but I love the Irish, so that's fun.
Would a Highland dancer be able to do the Irish dance?
No, gosh, no, it's
Totally different?
Totally different.
For an amateur looking, I'm like, oh, they look like they could do the same thing. No.
No, the Irish try not to move from the waist up, and their arms are usually flat
And I
to
know
their side.
you guys are.
And the Scottish is a lot of leaping, and it's really was started with the men, so dancing over swords, and it's
okay.
usually some theme around war or battle. So yeah.
What else did you get?
There was an opportunity to purchase a surprise holiday box from Color and Cotton, and so you all know if you've watched this that Color and Cotton, I do their fiber of the month, and I love their fibers.
Their threads are beautiful.
They are. So they came wrapped in burlap, and it was really a nice wrapping, and it came with an ornament that is a little scary. So there's the ornament. Okay, no comments, Crystal.
No, I didn't say anything. You judge for yourself. First of all, where's his other eye? Because he's there. This is a gingerbread, people.
They-
Show the picture of the gingerbread.
I think they were trying to do that, and it was a very nice. It's a thoughtful gesture. Yeah. Well, okay.
I can't.
And it came.
She showed it to me. Not only does he not have a face, he has two weird beady eyes. But
hot chocolate. I love Ghirardelli. That's a good thing.
We have to put that on the tree every year.
I am going to gift it to you.
Oh
all yours.
my gosh.
So it was a really good value. It came with a nice pattern that I'm sure they designed, which was very nice.
Everything else is like the best of
Yes.
best.
And Chris was very excited about the needle
Look at that
minder.
needle minder.
And it comes with rick rack to create a little ornament with. It also comes with, you can't really see it, but they're kind of like rustic bells and all kinds of buttons to decorate things with. And it comes with
Look at
limited
this.
edition Jovelin 32.
That is gorgeous.
Yes, I love that. And it
Oh my
also
gosh.
came with this. And then it came with stuff to do backing.
Oh,
so this,
yes. For the
and-
ornament that you can make.
Yes.
Yeah.
And yes. You know, you could even probably make a better gingerbread cookie guy.
Anybody
And
can
this
make
is-
a better gingerbread
This is
cookie
kind
guy.
of a velveteen, which is really nice. But the best part,
Oh
the
my
best part,
gosh, yes.
is look at all of these threads that it comes with.
Wow.
Hot chocolate.
Wow.
It doesn't really look, you can't really see, the light is just not
I
good.
know.
There's a lot of variegation
It's-
in there.
Yeah.
And-
They're all variegated beautifully.
And this is Christmas gold. And this is holly berry. Of course, that's Crystal's favorite because
My daughter Holly.
And eggnog. And reindeer treats. That's a kind of an orange, like carrots. Laurel. And this one is.
Look at that beautiful green.
Oh, it's silk.
Wow.
So part of the Cozy
Ooh.
Christmas collection. That's nice. That feels
I
good.
might put that on my Mandela sunflower. Wouldn't that be
Christmas tree. This is silk too.
nice?
That's pretty.
Gorgeous.
Frosted spruce.
All of this in one
Rudolph's
holiday
nose.
package.
Yes, yes. And
Color
to
and
all
cotton.
a good night.
Aww.
So the cotton threads are color fast, but the silks are not.
Oh.
So I thought that was, I love this. I just love,
Oh,
I love their stuff.
absolutely.
Absolutely love their stuff. Not enamored with their ornament, but I love their stuff. And you get a $15 voucher, so that was all
Oh,
nice.
that is so amazing. I love every bit of it.
Yes.
Even the
Merry
gingerbread.
Christmas.
I mean, it looks like Walking Dead. Things are falling off. Just saying.
Poor thing.
Poor thing. Poor thing. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I did want to share, since I read,
Oh, yeah.
Anne McCaffrey was one of my favorite like fantasy authors because she does really, 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 really good character development. And what's cool about her books is it's about a world that humans went to that they have dragons for a reason. And they were kind of like lizards that grew into dragons, and they have dragon riders, and there's a whole reason behind it. But what I love about her books is the way she develops the characters. So if you're like in a house and there's a servant there, the servant is in and out of one scene and is not really a character you pay much attention to, but the next book might be the servant. And so it develops that character around, and you may have a interconnection with the scene from the previous book from their perspective. But anyway, she hasn't written a book for a while, and so I just saw this on the shelf that she partnered with her, I don't know if it's her daughter. Yes, her daughter. She partnered with her daughter to write another book, so I'm kind of excited
It
about
almost looks like the dragons of the Lion King. I mean,
that. Your African is really good there, Crystal.
all of my accents.
But anyway,
are really good.
it sounds really goofy as me describing it, but they are really, really good books. They have a lot of good themes in them and a lot of good characters. So if you
like it.
all have some fantasy book kind of sci-fi, it's not really sci-fi, it's more fantasy.
Yeah.
It's kind of like medieval, but
I mean, who wouldn't
With
want to
some
have a pet dragon?
exactly.
I mean, if it grows up big enough, we could be riding them. I mean, they did a whole movie series on dragons. Game of Thrones.
Oh, yes. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
So, yeah.
I've been watching that as repeats while I'm stitching.
You know what? I should too. I should go back because isn't the new season? I don't watch.
April comes in April.
Okay, because I won't watch a season until it's done. Like for
You
instance,
can watch it straight through.
right? Like I've Netflixed.
But Outlander tonight, or Sunday, Brianna gets to meet Jamie. I'm so excited. I love,
my
love,
gosh.
love Outlander. So
I
excited.
have not seen the
excited.
new ones,
So
but
excited.
yeah, I do. I like to wait until all of them are out and then I try to watch them
I
because
gotta see 'em right
first
away.
of all, I hate commercials.
Well, yeah, but no, you
Se-
don't get
well, you
commercial
don't
on
get
those.
commercials on those, but like the Blue Bloods, I watched all 8 seasons, and I'm waiting for this season to be over so then I could do same thing with the Blacklist. Did the whole thing. Same with Madam Secretary.
Game of Thrones, I'd rather watch it after it's live so you can fast forward through some of the nasty sections.
Man, well, I felt like that with Outlander.
Well, there are some, in Outlander too.
I mean, I
yeah.
felt like Jamie and Claire were in bed. Like, don't you people go out and see sunshine and eat?
Well,
and
when there's nothing else to
work.
do, I guess that's recreation.
yeah, well, oh my gosh. So, but yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
so what's coming up? We have, I know,
Stitch away.
Stitch Away, people.
Oh, but you have something coming up on New Year's Day.
On New Year's Day. Well, New Year's Eve, we're coming to your
Yes,
place
yeah, we
and
play
playing
games,
games and eating amazing
And
food.
I get to meet the invisible boyfriend.
She gets to meet
the first
Lisa's
time.
Mark.
Yay, yay,
Yes,
yay.
he is the sweetest man.
I'm so happy for
gosh,
her.
when we were at brunch today and her telling us just
Her
about
face
him.
glows. Her face just
She-
glows.
well,
and
you
you
know-
know, he's a man that actually listens to her and pays attention to her.
Well,
And that's
hello, any woman would like that.
Yeah.
Husbands, take note.
But
I
you know,
mean,
so thoughtful in the things that he was, the gifts and just
Absolutely.
the things he says.
and
It's
just
really nice.
her being around him. I mean, the girl doesn't have a smile on her. I mean, she has a smile on her face all day long.
Yeah, it's very
And
unusual
he
for her
has
not to be
just,
smiling.
oh my gosh, and they're a perfect couple. I mean, he's not mine. I wouldn't want him because he's not designed for me, but he is perfectly designed for
her.
Lisa.
Yeah.
Perfectly.
Which
and,
is so good.
Oh my gosh, I am so excited. And we can talk about her because she's not here.
She won't get embarrassed because she's not here.
I know, because she won't turn 30 shades of red, not 50. What? I was thinking about the gingerbread man. No, I'm only kidding. But just to see her so happy, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
So excited.
So that's New Year's Eve, and then New Year's
Yeah,
Day.
New Year's Day. So my daughter from Texas, who didn't get to be with us, she and her husband, who are pregnant with their first child, because they spent Christmas with his family in Florida, are coming in New Year's Eve. And so New Year's Day, because she's only going to be here during this short period of time, we put together a really fast baby shower. And it is going to be amazing. We are going to be able to celebrate this beautiful baby girl coming into the world in the end of March or beginning of April. Elisa, you've got to understand, my daughter is 5'1", maybe 5'2" if she's got shoes
Absolutely
on.
gorgeous.
She's beautiful.
Drop-dead gorgeous.
She's tiny as can be.
Her husband is the nicest thing.
Oh.
And he's hilarious. And he's
Oh my gosh.
talented. Oh my
They crack each other up. If they were stuck on an island by themselves, they would like
They'd
just
have a
be,
blast.
they would have a blast. They would have the coconuts as extra people. I mean, seriously, they would have so much fun. But Elisa, this baby girl, is measuring at the 88th percentile.
Holy cow.
Elisa's 5'2" with shoes. She's maybe
She's like
115
this big around.
soaking
She's
wet.
so small.
She's got this tiny little torso and this baby.
I
She's
can't wait
not
to
in
see
her 3rd trimester. I mean, she's getting close, but she is saying, I don't know if
all
my
baby.
skin is going to be able to stretch any more than what it is. And she is lotioning and lotioning.
Well, honey, it will.
I tell you, but it just, because she's incredibly in shape. And
And she'll go right back to this as soon as she delivers.
gosh. But we are giving her a baby shower on New Year's Day. So this is going to be so exciting. I'm so excited for this. I've already gone and gotten, you know how sometimes in baby showers they have the garland, and in the garland what I've done is I've done newborn onesies Then in the next one, I've done 3-month onesies. Then the next month, 6 months onesies, and then the next garland, 9-month onesies. Because sometimes everybody always gives them the early, you know.
Yeah.
And so the decorating is going to be that with the little baby,
Baby shoes or socks?
no, the clothes.
Clothespins.
Clothespins, and they're
Nice.
going to be on there with little. I'm going to get like hair bows and hair bands as the decorations in between them. I'm so excited for this. Can you tell?
I can tell.
Oh.
So cool.
And then after that, stitch away! Oh my gosh! We are in the countdown. We're into days.
No, we got a couple weeks. It's the third weekend.
Well, yeah, but those are still
Third
days.
week. 1, 2, 3. So not next week, not the week after, but the week. It's MLK weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Like
The 16th through the 20th. Yeah. And
It really makes, usually January is kind of a drab month. All the glitz of the holidays are over, and you're thinking about how much weight you gained over
oh my gosh,
Christmas.
guys.
But we can't diet until after Stitch Away.
After Stitch Away.
Yeah.
And seriously, I'm
Such a
starting
great
to
girls'
eat
weekend.
well again, but 8 pounds. I gained 8 pounds.
I haven't gotten on the scale.
In
but I know
December!
things are not fitting like they were. And
I
it's so
know.
hard to get it off, but January comes and
January comes.
it'll be better.
So, and I'm not beating myself up. Guys, don't beat yourself up. Just start
Work on
eating
it.
clean again.
And exercise.
Yeah. I refuse to be guilty over gaining weight or not being able to, during the holiday season. I know that there's those health trainers and they're just like, oh, why did you? No.
Well,
I enjoyed myself.
You've got all your friends. It's all around eating, and we have our anniversaries, and so that's
I know.
nice dinner
Both of us
out,
have
and
anniversaries in December.
So,
I'm good
I
with
don't
it.
feel guilty.
I don't
It'll
feel
come off.
guilty.
It's the same 20 pounds I battle every year. Unfortunately, it wasn't 20 pounds I gained back, so we're good.
Right. So I'm good with that too. So, we have to do
Oh, your giveaway.
Giveaway. So, okay, guys. So I have the giveaways. Ugh, gotta get it. Okay. So we have the Mill Hill Santa giveaway, and then the grandkids plus for the adult, and then Joy and Beehive Santa. So what we did is we wrote them all down, and we had Siri. No. Alexa. Sorry, Alexa.
Don't worry about it.
She just said,
She's
don't
so
worry
helpful.
about it. She is so helpful.
Yes.
So we had Alexa draw random numbers. So for the,
788,708 is a random integer.
she just told us another random number, 78,000.
788,000.
Whatever.
Fortunately, we didn't have that many names to write down.
No. So, drum roll.
Oh, careful.
For the Mill Hill, Patty Newton. So Patty, I want you to send me in the comments your email. I will send.
Why don't you give them your email
actually-
address and they can email you directly?
Guys, I'll write down my email. It's pretty easy. It's crystalleroux@gmail.com. And that's Crystal is CRYSTAL. Leroux is LOREAUX @gmail.com.
It's all one word.
Yep, all one word. So,
Just email her your address.
yeah, just do that. And Patty Newton, Mill Hill Santa. So Beehive Santa is Sandy Kilpatrick.
Yay.
Sandy Kilpatrick.
Yay.
Send me through my email. Joy. Okay.
I can't wait to hear you pronounce this. This is going to be good.
Joy and Prudence Nizwicki.
Sure.
Did I do it,
Sure.
Prudence?
You'll have to let us know.
Nizwicki, which is NIEDZWIECKI. All right, you are Joy. Then the Graham kids is Laura Green. So, thank you guys. Merry Christmas. These will not get to you this month. They will be I will probably send them out this the end of the first week in January or the
Next week,
second week in January, because I'm going to send them out before Stitch Away and get them to you. And we just really thank you guys so much for watching our floss tubes.
Yes.
We have a blast. And
Obviously.
yeah, you got a little insight into my mind, but we had so much fun
And
with
I'm
you
sure
guys.
Lisa will join us on the next one in
Yes.
2019. So
Yes.
Happy New Year's, everyone.
Happy New
We'll see you
Year's.
next year.
Bye.
Bye.